Hey guys, it's John, and today we're going to be doing another episode of the Terror House. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to make something with TNT. I had a couple of ideas as how I was gonna do this, and a couple of them were making cannons, and I would make a cannon shoot into a room, and the player would have to just avoid the TNT pretty much. So that's one way of doing it, and another way is just dropping the TNT from the roof into the room. I tried doing the cannon thing, and it's fairly difficult to make it like perfect. The main problem was that the cannon would have to have, like, for example, if there's a cannon over there shooting into the room over here, the cannon would always need to have a two-way entrance into the room. So one way I could fix this is make it just like that, so it's two above, but I guess I could actually do that though. That would be pretty cool. What I would have is I'd probably have 3 cannons set up like here. One there, and one here. Like that. So essentially there'd be walls here, obviously, like we're gonna have a wall here and everywhere else. We're gonna have cannons that shoot TNT into the room, and the cannon's gonna shoot randomly, so it might be like this one, then that one, and that one, or I don't know what it's gonna do, but it's gonna have a loop where it shoots this cannon, and then this one, and then this one, and then back to the start again. It shoots this one, and then this one, and this one. And essentially the player just has to avoid the TNT. They have to try and survive. Like, if it was shooting out of that one, they'd have to try and run over here, and then they'd have to run over, like, over here. They'd have to run back again. It's just gonna kind of hectic, and I'm trying to make it as, like, I'll probably have some sort of light here, so that, like, I'm not sure, like having a light to show that that's the next cannon that's going to shoot, or that's shooting just now. But if I do that, the TNT might destroy the light. That's the only problem. I could have water all over the floor, but I don't really want to do that because it just doesn't look as good. I guess it would help with making them not be able to run as fast, which is one positive. So yeah, I'm still figuring things out, and I'll quickly go and show you the design of cannon I'm going to be using. And there's a chicken there. But anyway, right, yeah. So this is the type of cannon we're going to probably use. It's fairly basic. It's a really basic version of a cannon, actually. But once we... the only problem is that we also need to have a way of loading this again. So basically the cannon just going to work like this. It's going to shoot TNT, and it's going to land, it's going to explode. So now we need to figure out a way of loading this. I've actually made a tutorial of this before on my channel, so if you just look on my channel, you'll find cannon. I've got a cannon tutorial series actually, but yeah, I've got a tutorial for making a loading cannon, a self-loading cannon. So I'm gonna quickly figure that out, and then I'll show you guys the next step. Okay, so I think this is pretty much how it's gonna look. If you haven't seen this kind of design before, the way it works is that we have one button here to load the cannon. The way you load it is you just use pistons to push the TNT along. And this is very similar to my, what's it called again? My closing in episode, where I had the walls closing in. So basically, when you push a block over it, the gravel is going to drop down, and then you can push over the gravel and the rest of it, and it's going to keep dropping down. And that's pretty much how that works. We're using obsidian just so that we can't accidentally push it over too far, and down here we have one button which will basically activate the TNT on top, which is this stuff here. And we only need to go along 3, there we go. And it's also going to activate the bullet, a theoretical bullet, which is this bit of TNT here, which is after 4 times 4, 16 ticks of delay it's after. Which isn't actually very long, but it's long enough. So the way it works is you load it. Whoops, we forgot to forgot to do that. Hopefully I have enough redstone. So we load it like that, and then we fire it like that. Then we load it, and we fire it. So the main problem with this is making the delay perfect. You want to have lots. We're gonna have to use a lot of repeaters here. So if you're making this kind of thing in survival, it's probably not the best thing to do. Even just, I'm making 3 of these, so even just 1 is going to be quite resource intensive. But after that, we need to hook them all together as well, which is going to be even harder. I'm not exactly sure I'm going to do that, but we'll figure it out. So what I've decided to do, I've been thinking a little bit. I'm going to have a circuit going around here. So it's going to come like, there's going to be one big circuit with lots of repeaters around here. And it's just going to be like a circle. So what we're going to have happen is when it hits this circuit, it's going to load it quickly and then fire it. And then it's going to just stay like that after that. And then it's going to do the same thing here, load it, fire it. It's going to come around here, load it, fire it, then it's going to come around here to load it and fire it. So that way we're going to have enough delay all the way around for loading it and firing it. The reason why we need delay is because we can't load it just after we fired it. So the amount of delay for each one is going to help. So what I'm going to do now is duplicate this cannon there and there. So this is pretty much the finished product. What's going to happen is basically you're going to walk in, you're going to hit some sort of tripwire just after you come in through the door, I think. And then you're going to have to try and just avoid all the all the TNT that's going to be flying at you. It's going to be quite difficult to wire all up, that's the problem. So we want all the delay to be absolutely perfect, and basically what we want to happen is something along the lines of load, fire, load, fire. This is going to be much quicker than this. Load, fire. Oh god, it's raining. Load, fire. Load, fire. And it's just going to keep repeating until all the redstone, all the TNT has stopped. And then what we're going to have is another one of these things where we have the sticky piston, and we have the redstone torch, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks away. We're going to have redstone there. We're going to have gravel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once the cannons have all be activated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, this redstone is going to activate, and we're going to have this attached to a door on the other side, pretty much. It's going to be here. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how it's all going to work. Is that symmetrical? I don't think it is. It's going to be killing my OCD, but I don't even have OCD, but whatever. Yeah, so that's how it works. Now I just need to quickly wire up all the delay, which I'll try and do, and try and make it good, so let's try it. I think I've managed to hook up the first 2, so what's going to happen is when the first input is in here, it's going to come around, and first thing is it's going to load this cannon, then 8 ticks after that it's going to fire the cannon, then we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 4 is 28 ticks. We're gonna load the next cannon, then another 8 ticks after that. We're gonna fire that one. Then this is gonna go probably just straight around, because I think we can fit in the doorway here. Yeah, so we can just have this come straight around here. I'm not sure how many. We're gonna have to add another 7 repeaters in between that, so we'll manage to get 7 repeaters around here, which is just gonna do the same thing over here. But what we also want to do after that is have another 7 repeaters coming around here back to hit this the circuit again. So basically it's gonna, from one input, it's gonna turn into a whole circuit, hopefully. That's the theory anyway, we'll see how it happens. Okay, so I think I've linked it all up. I'm not entirely sure. What I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to quickly save my world, and then I'm going because we're working with TNT, we don't know what could happen. I'm going to save my world, and then we're going to try and see if it works. I'm not sure though. Okay, so moment of truth. Did I definitely? Okay, right, yes. Let's try this. It's gonna fire. 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 This one's gonna fire. I'm just making sure. This one didn't have enough in it, so. They all had a different amount of TNT in it, so that's why it's not working that well. So, yeah, it works. So, all we're gonna have is like an entrance in here, and an exit over here. And that's pretty much what's gonna happen. So we're gonna have, obviously, like I said, we're gonna have probably a wire coming down from here. Gonna have it come down here, and it's gonna hit, like I said, a piston, which is gonna push the gravel. So we want it to activate 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this redstone is probably gonna just go up to both this. It's gonna go up to this wire like that. And then also it's going to go to a door, which is going to be on this side. It's going to come all the way along here to hit a door like that. We'll have our door here. So I'm gonna quickly test this all out as well. So we're gonna need a repeater. Yeah, we're gonna need a repeater probably about there. I'll put another one here. Doesn't really matter, I just don't want to count it all. So I'm gonna quickly turn it off, load it up again, and I'll test everything out together. Okay, so I think it's completely loaded, and I'm pretty sure I backed up my save. So I'm kind of worried. I want it to work, so let's try it anyway. Go in, that's where we're going to hit the tripwire. Essentially, fire that one. Aha! We seem to have had a problem. I think I forgot to put in the water. Good thing I backed up my... Oh! That's pretty cool. Good thing I backed up my save. Okay, so I think I'm going to build it around about here. The problem with this build is it's going to need a lot of space, so I kind of want to build it like sort of here, so it's half outside of the castle. So most of the wiring and like 2 of the cannons can be outside of the castle, and that way we can have more space in here for the rest of the build. I can always like just expand this, which I probably will need to, because this is much space for what we want to do, because we want to have a lot of stuff in here. So for this part, we're gonna, oh god, lag. We're gonna get rid of this wall here, and I think I'm gonna build most of this off camera because there's just so much for me to do. And I might explain a couple of things, but I'll definitely do most of it off camera, since there's a lot for me to build and stuff. So you want it to be, I had on the other one I had it 6 wide, but on this one we're going to do 5 wide. So 1 2 3 yeah, 4 5, yeah, so that's 4 5. So I'm going to clear out quite a lot of space here, and we're basically just going to have a door in the center. I think I'll have the door round about here, and our wall will be here, and obviously the same on this side. I'll clear all this up in a second. So have that there. And we're going to come in, actually I don't really need to have this here then, I can just cover this up. Whoops. Stupid rain. And I have the door here. And that way we can have our cannons on this side. And most of it's going to be outside of the actual castle itself. So that's the center there. The door marks the center, and we'll have our tripwire, probably like here. Just have it all the way along here. Hit that, and I'll have all the wiring on this side most likely. There's going to be wiring everywhere, but most of it's going to be on that side. So just where the cannons are. So I'm going to do most of this off camera, and I'll see you guys once I've pretty much finished it. Okay, so I've done the most tedious part, which is just building that chill room itself. So we just, I don't know why that's kind of glitching out. Grass, there we go. So we have we have the room, we have the space for the tripwire, which is here. We have the cannons set up. Well, this is where the cannons are going to be, and we'll probably get rid of all of this grass here, just so I have some space to work with. Probably do that with MC Edit. And then if we come over here, we have our last cannon space, and we have a decent amount of space. I don't think we're going to interfere with this, hopefully, but we should have enough overall space to build the whole contraption. Most of it's going to be behind here because this is where the 2 cannons are. But so that's a quick update, and I'm going to probably skip to once I've finished building the cannons at least. Okay, so I've done most of it. I've wired almost all of it. All you need to do is add in the delay between this cannon and that one, and that one and that one. So this is what it looks like. Takes up quite a lot of space actually, but I think it's fine. Like, I reckon after they come out this door here, I reckon we could probably fit in something small that fits in like under this. I guess what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to wire this along here and have it wired along here. That way it'll take up a little bit less space. I would do it the same for this side, but I don't think we really need to, since it's going to look kind of confusing if you're new to like Redstone, and if you have never seen this world before. Like, for example, if you just downloaded this world just as it is and you've never seen anything in an episode, it might look kind of confusing where all the redstone goes and why it's all there. But overall, I think it's fine. One thing we need to do is add in a rapid pulse generator, and it's going to need to fit in under here. But we have plenty of space, so under here is going to be fine. But this rapid pulse generator has to fit in from there. It has to come up and hit this wire that goes all the way around. So I'm going to quickly add in all the delay that I need to add, and then I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm going to do with everything else. Okay, so I pretty much added all that in. Now we need to add in the rapid pulse generator, which is going to come over here from a tripwire, which is going to sit there. So that redstone I want to make it come out this way actually. Whoops. There we go. And this is going to hit a rapid pulse generator, which looks like this, I think, and then this goes up here, and this needs 2 ticks. So if it's given power, it's just kind of a little pulse. So that's what we want to have. Then this we need to wire up to this wire here. So let's have it up here. I could make a step thingy. Can I do that? I'm gonna get rid of this though. Don't want to accidentally is that gonna work? Don't want to accidentally activate it, so I'll do that, and I'll... Right, okay, let's see. How do we... I'll put a redstone torch there for no apparent reason. So if that flickers... Didn't flicker. This is actually really fast though. Does it have to be? Can we do that? That's a little bit better actually, because it's on for a little bit longer. Okay. Whoops. That'll be why I forgot to put in the redstone on top of it. Right, let's try it now. I think we might need a torch on top of this like that. But oh, fuck it, I'll just wire up as a staircase. I can't be bothered doing the whole technical ladder thingy. So I'll just do it like this. Oops, oh, God, I can't even do that apparently. There we go. So then this wires along here. This goes down here like that. That should work. So, whoops, get rid of that, get rid of that, do this, and that, and that. There we go. So, now we just need to add in our tripwire, which is going to be down, where's the, here it is, okay. We also need to load all the cans and stuff like that, which I'll do in a second. Okay, so, theoretically, when we do this, it should start working. So when we go through the door, which we'll just add in a pressure plate to it. Should start working. One thing I might do is lessen the delay that's in between each thing, so I might get rid of what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to get rid of 2 on each side, so 1, 2, and on this side again. 1, 2. Okay, right. That should be a bit better, I think. So let's try that now. Oops, I put in 2 clicks into that. Oh no, it doesn't matter. It worked. Well, I think we actually need to make an RS neural latch here as well. Shit, okay, I'm gonna quickly do that. Okay, so I've added in everything I need to add. Arsenal latch, rapid pulse goes up to. I know I've used a lot of Arsenal latches and not a lot of rapid pulse generators, but they work good. So they work well, even they work good. So we go in. It's gonna start working. Since we have the Arsenal latch, it'll only go work once. So there should be enough delay between each one. It seems like there's not as much delay on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I put. Oh, I think I did something wrong. I know what I did wrong, so what I need to do is add in repeaters somewhere. But I think overall it should be fine, so next time you see me, I'll be testing it out. Okay, so it's all linked up. I've backed up my save, and now we can test it. So I want to see if this works. Let's go in. Should start working. Oh, okay. Apparently that one didn't work. Kind of wondering what happened there, actually. I'm not sure. I want to quickly find out. I'm not entirely sure what happened, to be honest. So let's do this. Ah, it's this side that the problem's on. I think... Huh, I don't even know what's happening anymore, to be honest. So I'm gonna quickly... Yeah. Right, I think... I have no idea. Okay, I think I figured out why. It's kind of a stupid reason. I think the TNT, when it pops off, it usually pops off in a certain direction, and it doesn't go straight down. So when it popped off, I think it popped off like here, and landed there, and then everything blew up. So I think that's the reason why. I can't think of any other reason. I either did that or it popped off. Actually no, we don't need these blocks here. I think maybe it popped off like that way, but there's another water stream there, so that wouldn't make any sense. I want to put those blocks there just in case, actually. Oops. So I fixed that all up, so let's try that. Seems to be working. That's pretty cool. I think yeah, it's all fixed. One problem is this door over here got broken. So let's try put the door back. I'm gonna put it on this side though this time. Let's see. See what happens if it's there. Ah, that door got destroyed as well. So what I might need to do is move the doors back a little bit. So they'll need to be, like, I need to put this door probably like here. And hopefully that won't break. I'll put this door there. Hopefully that won't break either. So I'll quickly reboot my world. I'm going to add in the stopping mechanism, and then we'll test it one more time, and then that'll be us. So like I said, our stopping mechanism is basically just the same as our last one, just redstone spiraling down here. have it just like that, and we'll have this as a piston, and this piston is gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on the 6th block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the gravel is going to be up here. We're going to have 5 gravel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, and then this is going to spiral up to this and hit it like there. And then this redstone is also going to come along here and open this door, which hopefully will sit, if we can get it right, hopefully will sit there. Another one's gonna be there as well. Like, oh shit, did I just make it? Shit, damn it! Stupid tripwire! Okay, and finally, we are almost done. We just need to add in these blocks again, because I keep breaking it. Then we can just test it, so quickly do this and put that one there, last one like that. Then we just need to connect up our redstone here, and I've done everything else, I'm pretty sure. We've got our stopping mechanism, I've got our door that opens other side, replace the doors. So okay, right, testing time, let's go. Oops, go through. And then this is when it should start working. Then it's gonna start firing, so we have to get away from this one, and that one starts firing, this one starts firing. Oh god. And we have to run over here. And this one, I wonder if you could stand in, I can't, the doors aren't breaking, so that's a good sign. I'm gonna replace that with obsidian now. So, overall, think it works. And it should be physically possible. I'm pretty sure you should be able to get away from the TNT. Oh, the door is opened. I think the door opened a bit too early. But, overall, I think it works. Works pretty well, actually. Don't know why that exploded. It's a couple of things I need to figure out, but overall, we're pretty much done. So, I guess I shall see you guys later, next time on Terror House. Woo.